magic? Do you love this? Then you'll love this week's item of the week, the Stringmaiden's Lament. Sup D&D bags, my name's Tom and I'm back again today with item of the week, exploring armours, items, weapons and trinkets that you can use in your roleplay campaigns. Today we're going to be talking about the mysterious loot, the Stringmaiden's Lament. The practical design of the loot itself is perfectly normal, it can be tuned, the strings can be replaced, it has a normal fretboard, everything about it seems normal as a loot, however the overall design and aesthetic is quite odd. The loot has mysterious symbols running down either side of the fretboard, along with seemingly random acoustic holes to allow to amplify the volume of it. Experienced bards would call this a relic, and even mention that it could be a prototype loot, one of the first ever designs out there. So what does the Stringmaiden's Lament actually do? Well, when played, it creates a 20-foot null magic area around the performer. Now within this null magic area, no magic can be cast, no magic can penetrate the circle, so any incoming spells are immediately eviscerated, and any magic cast inside just cannot manifest. Illusions that step into this circle are also dissipated, which makes this item extremely powerful if used in the right occasion. Against any sort of enemy that has any magic power, this is perfect protection and allows for a lot of utility from the bard in the group or the performer in the group. However, make no mistake, the Stringmaiden's Lament is not an easy instrument to play. The performer will have to take a DC 15 performance check to allow the Stringmaiden's Lament to actually function and create this null magic area. Now this loot is an all or nothing item. If performed correctly, great, the 20-foot sphere appears around you. If not, however, you gain nothing at all, no sphere appears and the loot remains completely normal. Now the sphere itself is quite difficult to see as it's made up of pure sound waves deflecting the magic energy. Therefore, if someone was trying to perceive if an aura was around the party while the loot was being played, they'd be able to see small bends in light representing sort of sound waves emitting from the loot. Now with many bardic magical items, the individual bards themselves and the colleges have written fantastical songs weaving stories about their abilities. And the Stringmaiden's Lament is no different. Now the story goes, a young lowly maiden fell in love with a high noble in her village. However, due to their different social statuses, they could never be together. So distraught by the fact that they could never be together, she runs away into a nearby forest. She asks for the fays and spirits for an item to help her win over the heart of her true love. And the fays and spirits do grant her an item, being the Stringmaiden's Lament, which she hurries back to her village with. Sneaking into the noble's garden, she performs the loot for him immediately, and her performance is great enough for the null magic area to appear, which actually breaks the illusion on the young, good-looking noble, and he turns out to be a hideous demon. And like many bardic tales, that's the end of the story. No happy ending. No resolution. Now the real question is, where do you find the Stringmaiden's Lament? Well, it could be that the PCs overhear this song performed by a bard in a tavern that they happen to stop by. If the PCs were further to befriend this bard, they might find out that he has a few theories about where this village may be and the final resting place of the Stringmaiden's Lament. Following this line of inquiry may lead the PCs to a bardic college to find out more, or they could even go to the theorised villages the bard put forward and find the ruins of one with the Stringmaiden's Lament in. Now in this desolate, forgotten village, the Stringmaiden's Lament is likely to be exactly where it was left, in the garden of the noble. Other places you can find the Stringmaiden's Lament would be in the bardic colleges themselves, perhaps revered as an ancient magical item, or perhaps the PCs encounter a bard which has just been lucky enough to pick up this item, and the party notice the magical properties surrounding it. How about we think up some alternate versions that can perhaps scale back the power or increase the power for your PCs? So one way to change the setup would be that no matter how the loot is performed, it always creates that null magic sphere. However, the better the performance, the larger the sphere. So if the PC were to get a very low roll on performance, perhaps the sphere only encompasses themselves. And if they get a crit, perhaps it encompasses the entire party, or a 30-foot radius. Another way to change the item is if the performer gets to choose where the sphere is being created. So when they perform anywhere within their line of sight, they can choose to make the sphere appear as long as their performance is good enough. Again, with item of the week in general, take these ideas with a pinch of salt, change them for your PCs so they adapt correctly for your campaign.
Hey, thanks for watching Item of the Week. Be sure to leave a comment down below on how your players reacted to this week's item. Also, be sure to check out my channel for more Item of the Week and other D&D content. Hitting that subscribe button will make you the first to know when new videos come out. And finally, don't forget to drop me a follow on Twitter and check out the full Item of the Week archive in the link in the description.